Hey guys, what's going on? Um, Good morning. It's almost 5 a.m. in the morning. So I apologize if I woke anybody up with a notification or anything like that. Um, but I wanted to jump on here and do a video because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do one the next couple days. We'll see. Likely, I haven't uploaded for a couple days, so I figured I would go ahead and do this. Um, I went to a live local wrestling show. I'll talk about that later on if I decide to keep on going with this after a while. But NXT Takeover Chicago was tonight. Um, Pretty good show. I thought I'd give my thoughts on it. I've listened to a few other people, and um, that never sways me though, because I like to hear what other people's thoughts are on it. Because then maybe I kind of think like, what did they think about it? What was their thoughts on it? Because sometimes I wonder, like, what does the WWE or the minds of NXT want us to believe about what's going on? So, Roderick Strong versus Eric Young, Killian Dane, and what's his name, Alexander Wolf or whatever, was at ringside. Love sanity. I love sanity. Can't get enough of sanity. Um, they're going places. And Roderick Strong is such a bland character. Not a fan. Not a fan of Roderick Strong. I've seen him in ROH. I know what he can do. I don't know, like, how to get him over. I didn't see the packages on NXT, so I don't know how things of your family is supposed to get you over. It's not even that. Like, he just needs more time. Like, I don't even know what to even say. Like, he needs something. His music, they keep picking lame music to go with him. I think it really has to be some kind of music that really is going to pop when he comes out. Like, it has to, it really just energize the crowd when he comes out, and it just doesn't do it. It's kind of like Austin Aries' theme song. It doesn't really fit his character. It doesn't make any sense. I don't like the Austin Aries theme song either. So whatever. So Roderick Strong won here, um, with some kind of flip up. It's almost like Cedric Alexander's move. Um, he got the win. I don't understand. I think they should have waited until he was more put together as a package before they gave him the win. But maybe this will help him, possibly. I mean, it was a decent match. I don't think it was as great as what everybody's saying. I mean, I've only listened to JD from New York, though. He liked it, but I'm assuming more people were probably like that. Um, Especially if he liked it, because he picks things apart. So, um, I didn't really like it. Not a fan. The next match was the UK Championship thing, which, if anybody hasn't checked out the UK Championship thing from the other night, I'll briefly review that quickly before I review this match. Tremendous matches. The only thing I didn't like was the stupid 205 match that they stuck in there. Horrible. And they made it way too long. If they were going to put it in there, they should have made it shorter. Give us more of the Wolfgang Joseph Connors match, which was way too short. And they seemed like they were rushed or something. I don't know. The 205 Live match was not that great. The two last matches were amazing. And I loved what I saw of Wolfgang and Joseph Connors, but like I said, I think that should have went longer. Uh, and 205 Live should not have been on there. Or they should have cut the time on 205 Live, made it shorter, and put another match in there with more different people, to showcase who else they were going to put on the show. But really, it seems like everybody from the tournament that they had is all they're going to have in the show. Yeah, that's not the case. We'll see. Um, the lighting isn't bad right here. That's kind of weird. It's kind of early in the morning though, so I'm trying to keep quiet. The volume is low. That's why I'm not like super loud. But I wanted to get something out to you guys, something out to the people who want to hear from me. And just my videos like have too much of a gap between it and uploads. So, but the UK Championship match was Tyler Bate defending his title against Pete Dunne. I think it's pretty obvious here. Like, and this is the thing about NXT product, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody say this about NXT. We always complain about how WWE is so predictable, but NXT is almost always predictable. But the point is, they put on great matches every single time, almost every single time. They put on great matches. Um, but Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne put on a great match. Pete Dunne walking out the UK champion. Totally awesome match. One of the best matches I've seen in a long time. I thought that the UK show the other night, they put on great matches, and I didn't think they'd be able to touch those matches for a while. And in my opinion, if they would have went just about 3 or 4 minutes longer, I honestly could see this being up there with the Shawn Michaels Undertaker match that people constantly talk about. This match was really, really good. I would not be surprised in 5 years if we're not talking about Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate on the main roster. If we don't, something is wrong with the WWE. Like, they need to get these guys on the main roster. That's what I think. Through the Champ UK thing, they just need to get them into the main roster. Um, I mean, there's plenty of wrestlers in the UK that would be great for that show, but these two guys are way too over. Like Trent Seven as well. Get him on the main roster. Wolfgang, get him on the main roster. Joseph Connors and other people, I don't know. Maybe not yet. But like Wolfgang is super over. I think he could do wonders in the main roster right now. Especially some of the ones that are kind of older. Like get them into the main roster. I'm doing something. Don't put them in the UK thing. Stupid. Anyway, I think we'll see more of that as the years go by. Anyways, the match is awesome. Pete Dunne deserves to have the title. Um, I swear they mentioned something on an announcement on the special the other night, and then they never told it. So I don't know what the announcement was supposed to be, but they never said it. Unless I missed it. Did I like fall asleep for a brief second and miss the announcement? Somebody let me know. Um, then we got the women's match. This is one of the ones I was really more excited to watch. I even told my son this. I was like, this is the match I'm so excited to watch. It was really disappointing. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. It was very short. To me, I thought it was very short. Um, it just fell flat for me. So many things they could have done. They could have made this match mean so much more. And as soon as I saw the program with Ember Moon talking about stuff, I'm like, she ain't losing the belt. There ain't no chance in hell she's losing the belt. So she retains. Of course, she retains. The match would have been good, but the ending just fell flat. It was not good. I don't know if it was a botched ending. Jenny Premier was talking about botched ending. I don't really know, but I think they did what they were supposed to do, but it just wasn't very good. It's just like the end of the Orton Bray Wyatt match at WrestleMania, and it just didn't come out very well, like they thought it was. So there you go. Two kind of crappy matches on the card. The other matches, amazing. Those matches. Roderick was decent. The women's match, in my opinion, the women's match was probably the worst. Roderick was the other one. But it was a good match, but it was just blah. because of Roddy being bland as hell, as he always is. Um, yeah, and I love. I'm kind of over the whole Asuka thing. Like, send her to Maine, get it over with. I'm over it. I want to see two women fight it out that are actually new and fresh. And then I thought it was gonna be the tag match, but well, we'll find out later why they did that. World title match shows up. I'm like, oh, okay, was a tag match on the kickoff show, and then I seen the time because I'm paying attention to that now on the pay-per-views. I pay attention to the time, and I'm like, I know they ain't gonna wrestle for like an hour. I know Bobby Roode is a good athlete, but I don't think he's gonna go that long. I mean, I can see Tommy doing that long, but not Bobby Roode. But pretty good match. I think we all knew Roode was gonna walk out the champion. But how are they gonna get there? That was the thing. Really good match. Great storytelling. I didn't pay attention half the chance. Like I said, I watched JD from New York. He was talking about them being dumb chants from the crowd, and I kind of ignore the stupid chants from crowds at pay-per-views because nowadays they're just trying to get a reaction. It's dumb. It's just stupid. I don't pay attention to it. It's just most of the time it's idiotic things, and they mostly ruin the show anyway. The chant stupid things, get noticed or hold their sign up. We don't care about your sign. And if you piss us off, we're not going to watch whatever show you're holding up. So shut up. Anyways, um, yeah, great match. Tommy looked good. There's a couple moments like, well, I was hoping he wasn't going to get injured again. And that's the only thing I think WWE's probably worried about is him getting injured. Probably why they haven't called him up, yet. I don't know if they're going to. He's got to be going up soon, though, man. I don't know. But I do want to talk about this because I noticed JD from New York posted his review that a video just got posted like 20 minutes before this. 20 minutes before I started watching YouTube, this video was posted. And I think JD put his up like an hour before I started watching. Or like it said, I think like an hour or 2 hours ago. So he didn't get to see this exclusive video that was put out with Hideo Tommy basically turning heel. And he was cussing at Cassius Ohno and stuff like that. So I guess that's the feud we're going to get next. Cassius Ohno uh, as a babyface challenging Hideo Tommy. That should be a good match. Excited to see that. Who's going to challenge Bobby Roode? I have no idea. But maybe we'll see um, Cassius Ohno take on Tommy, or maybe a triple threat match at the next pay-per-view. That would be interesting, actually, to see Tommy, Ohno, and Roode in a triple threat for the title. That'd be interesting. A way to get the belt on possibly Ohno. I don't know. I mean, things could be interesting in NXT in the next year. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how they put all the pieces together and having all the big names that they do right now. And Tommy going heel needs a lot of things because one needs heels badly, and there's not really people to do it right now, especially on Raw and SmackDown. I think if a Tommy's going to turn heel, which he did, if you didn't see it, go check it out. Exclusive video. He turned heel. He was throwing chairs, busting up the water bottles, because he was like profusely cussing at Ono. Looked out. Wouldn't respond to Charlie, who was trying to talk to him, or whatever that one chick was. She kind of looks like Charlie. I don't think that's Charlie, though. It's somebody else. But he was like refusing to talk to her. They started speaking in Japanese or Chinese, whatever. And it was great. I think it was a great little promo they put on there. It just tells the fact how good NXT is and how the WWE is using YouTube correctly. put these videos out that people don't pay attention to half the time. I do. I pay attention to them. I like them. I think it's interesting. It's social media at its best. Um, but yeah, great match. Rude retains. I don't know where Rude goes from here. I don't know how long he's going to hold on to that belt. Maybe he's never going to go to main. Nobody's ever said that. But what if some of these people just aren't going to go to main? Their whole purpose was to stay in NXT. We'll find out. Tag team title match. I knew what was going to happen. Authors of Pain was probably going to retain. It's not the time to drop them yet. But if they did, that would mean they're probably going up to main. But I didn't think they were going to win. I knew it was going to probably be a good match. This is what NXT does. They consistently put on good matches. They win the match. I didn't know it was going to be a ladder match. That was a surprise. Interesting moments in the match. Um, not really one favorite thing. The whole match, all in all, good chemistry between the both teams. Even with them being big guys, they told the story very, very well. I enjoyed it. Um, they lost the match after a Super Collider off a unique position when they were holding on the belts. It's pretty cool. Um, then after the match, did the pay per view. They're on the thing. They made it seemed like, let's stop yelling, that it was their swan song, that they were going to the main roster. Kind of seemed that way. Ciampa attacks Gargano. Wow. Wow. Some people don't like it. They hate it. I kind of not sure. I kind of hope they don't go to 205 Live when they're called up, but maybe this is a reason for them separating them. Is this so they can go single and see how they're going to go and see which way they're going to go when they go to the main roster. That's all I can say because, yeah. And the last comments I want to make on NXT is about where they're headed right now. Bobby Roode, Hideo Itami, Cassius Ohno, Drew McIntyre, Ciampa, Gargano. Am I missing somebody? Am I missing the main event player? Eric Young. What do these all have in common? Minus Ohno and Bobby Roode sort of fitting into the mold of kind of the normal WWE guy, kind of small. The landscape is changing in the WWE, and NXT has proven that with guys like Finn Balor, um, the signing of the American Dragon Daniel Bryan a long time ago, or Bryan Danielson a long time ago, CM Punk. All throughout these years, we've seen the change. I'm going to shake it for a second. I got an itch. Okay. But we've seen a change in the people that you see on WWE product. And my complaint is that we have a world champion that's not on TV right now. He's a monster. The only problem with this is that I would say get rid of Brock Lesnar. When his contract expires, send him on his way. Say thank you for helping us out. We have our guys now. They have Shinsuke. They've got Roman. They've got Seth. They got Joe. They got Owens. We're good. They have their stars. They don't need no Brock Lesnar no more. They don't need the big guy. But they got Braun Strowman, which he's huge. But I think he's talented enough that he can work with the smaller guys and make it look believable. Big Show, Kane, they're on their way out. That being said, there is a couple big guys in NXT coming through. So I just don't know. It's kind of interesting. Like I said, next couple of years be very interesting to see what happens on the WWE product. Um, the smaller guys could go after the other smaller titles. It could be interesting. I think the more WWE can do things like get away from the championships and have good matches outside the title matches, that's what's going to be interesting. If they can have Apollo Crews put on a 4-star match with Tyler Breeze on SmackDown, if they can have Jinder Mahal win the World Championship, go on to do great things against, a babyface Rusev or something like that. I'm just throwing out crazy stuff. Um, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, NXT, great show. I'm going to try and do a review at some point uh, on Backlash. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I might do that. Uh, but, my son did go to a local show tonight. It's pretty good. Um, this is interesting because oh, yawning like crazy. Oh man, it's way way early. I need to go to bed. Anyways, started off with a battle royal, and the guys came out, and me and my son were like, "Who are these guys? They were here the last time we were here." Because they hadn't been there for like 3 or 4 months, and they probably got some new characters, or they work in another place in Indiana, so they kind of don't bring, I don't think, everybody with them every time because nobody wants to travel all the way to Greensburg where we live. Um, but one of the main guys actually, lives here and he travels up there all the time. So, yeah, it's interesting. Um, I like going to it. It's not too bad on the price wise, um, but I paid $10 and my son was $8 I had to pay, so $18 for both of them. My son was wondering, my wife was wondering why, because I think because I didn't say how old he was, but last time I just didn't say how old he was and they didn't charge me, so I don't know. Um, but the show is called WCWO, the World Championship Wrestling Outlaws, um, is what it is. It's confusing because I think I reviewed this last time on one of my other videos, and I said that they refer themselves sometimes like as the SWA or SWF, but then confused me and mentioned WCWO at some point too during the show. So, but I think they kind of went back to calling themselves WCWO, so that's good. But they don't really have a website per se, and they don't really have any online presence, which is kind of weird, um, being the day and age. And they put on a decent enough product that they could have an online presence and do probably pretty well if they would just put some money into it. Um, have a few people help them set things up. They can make money, but they don't even do merchandise very well. They suck at that too. It's basically like the way that I can explain it is it's basically like I wonder how it works. Like I wonder if the wrestlers are paying to have matches um, on the show because of the fact that the wrestlers that show up to have merchandise are people is just random people. Like, and I think today or last night when we went, it was a wrestler, and I think probably his son that was doing the merchandise, and he had a bunch of stuff, but it was just all his stuff. There was no other like wrestlers, and he was a heel. So it's weird, and it's always weird like that because think the last time, almost every single time they have merchandise there, it's from a heel that's selling merchandise. It's very weird. And trying to explain that to my son, like, oh, well, this is a bad guy. So I don't know. But he's gotten signed stuff from some of the wrestlers and stuff like that. Will they ever become anything? Probably not, but you never know. You never know. From this promotion, there's only been one guy that showed up, and he showed up in TNA like a long time ago. I haven't seen anything more from him. His name was Spider. I think his name was Nate Spider something. But that's the only recollection I know of a person that came from this company. He wrestled I saw like one match he wrestled in a tag match. I think it was either a tag or a 6-man tag that he was in. Only thing from this WCWO that I've seen, you know. Um, but yeah, pretty good. They had that. Had some other matches. Uh, they have autograph thing they have a couple of intermissions during the night, and during the main intermission, a lot of wrestlers will come out and you get autographs. But the last few times that we went, and probably ever since I started going to them again, and I took my son with me, a lot of wrestlers don't come out. Like back in the day, like a long time ago, all the wrestlers used to come out. Like during that intermission section, they were literally all the wrestlers would be out there signing autographs. And now there's like two. There was two people signing autographs tonight during the main intermission segment, or they wait for they're gonna start doing the matches again because that's what happened tonight. Like they all started coming out of the back. Like unless they just let people go, I don't know. I don't know. It's confusing because it's almost like they let people into some room in the back because it seems like some people disappear. So I don't know, but they don't really advertise like what they're doing and throughout the show. They can do a better job at that. I just think there's so much things they could do better with this WCWO show when I go to it. And it hurts me that there's not that many people that come to the show because it's so good, but it's poorly ran. I'd love to see more come from it, and better wrestlers and, you know, uh, just to better everything. Because, I mean, they could do so much better than this. Anyways, yeah, don't really have anything else to talk about. So Backlash is tomorrow night, tonight, whatever. Tired. I gotta go to work today. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. So want to get on here and record a video, put it up. Didn't get any viewers, as normal, but whatever. Basically here to record a video so I can be an easy upload. Don't want to do any thumbnail. I'll return to doing thumbnails soon. Allergies are kicking in really bad. I'm just feeling a little bit blah. Big old sinus headaches, just super hard to deal with. I'll get back on the thumbnail wagon soon and keep doing that. I watched a few movies. Some of those reviews will be coming soon. Um, the wrestling thing, it'll never stop. I always watch wrestling. Um, so, with that being said, um, wrestling was pretty blah this week, so hopefully pay-per-view is pretty good. NXT was awesome. Didn't even watch NXT this week. Haven't watched NXT for a long time. I'll probably start watching it this week again since the pay-per-view happened. That's usually what I do. Like if I miss NXT and I forget to watch it for a while, I just wait until the pay-per-view happens and then I start watching it again. So I'm caught up. I know what's going on. Because, yeah. Anyways, always like, comment, subscribe. Even when this video goes up, leave a comment down below. Let me know what things you would like me to go live with. If there's any movies on Netflix you want me to review, also let me know about that. I would love to start getting questions for a Q&A. So if you guys want to start doing that, that'd be awesome. Um, but I know that's probably not going to happen until I get more subscribers. But yeah, don't really have anything else much to say. Like, comment, subscribe as always. If I could stop yawning for a second, I'll end the video. Yeah, keep rocking, keep watching wrestling. Later, guys.